thank you so much for buying Twitter.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm not exaggerating when I think you changed the course of history.
Oh, no, you're not exaggerating at all. No. You're not exaggerating. No. This isn't some new narrative network where the false idols of freedom cross-promote each other and laud each other as the saviors of humanity while things keep getting worse and worse and worse. No, you're not doing that. You're not exaggerating at all. Thank you so much, Elon, for buying Twitter. Also, thank you so much for putting chips in people's brains and just being the poster boy of transhumanism. Thank you so much for changing Twitter completely. I mean, I'm not shadow banned at all anymore. Oh, no, not at all. Thank you so much for completely revamping Twitter. Thank you so much. Let me tell you something about my Twitter feed. It is non-stop pornography, violence, racial hatred, and I dislike and I mute all of this content. Every other thing that Twitter shows me is some black guy knocks out white person, or here's a whore, or here's an OnlyFans model with her ass out, or, it's just awful. It's hell. My Twitter feed is hell. And algorithms are not that bad, okay? They know that I'm a Christian. They know who I am. They know the things I like. They know the things I dislike. And I'm not an idiot, okay? I recognize that this algorithm is feeding me what it knows that I hate. It's feeding me, and it's probably doing the same to everyone. I don't think it's just me. It's probably feeding everyone, like, softcore pornography, if I can get away with it, violence, the Muslims are invading, Christians versus Muslims, blacks versus whites, this person's having an affair, this celebrity's had an affair with this other person, this rapper's dead, this guy got shot in the face, here's a video of somebody getting curb stomped on the pavement. This is just an example on my Twitter feed. Meanwhile, the guy who was the savior, according to Rogan, thank you so much, is walking around, dressed literally like Satan in a Baphomet set of armor, with an upside-down cross in the middle of it. This is his Twitter avatar for like 6 months or something. At the same time as he's putting chips in people's brains, at the same time as his ex-wife is an MK Ultra product called Grimes. I think she's like 15 years old or whatever. She's like 18 years old or whatever. They've got 2 children. The first child's name is like X/Y-102, His mum's out there making this sign everywhere. His granddad's a billionaire. Like, some people really still think that Elon Musk is some kind of good guy, some kind of hero. Dude, how much does somebody need to dress like they're Satan in order for people to go, okay, there's something evil going on here? You really think that you can amass the kind of fortune that Elon Musk has and be this good guy, this hero of the people, showing up on Joe Rogan? They're both patting each other on the back. Oh, you're such a hero. No, you're such a hero. Twitter hasn't changed one bit. I'm even more shadow banned than I was before. Twitter hasn't changed one bit. Anyone who has like an actual Twitter account, who uses it to try and do damage to the establishment agenda will tell you that absolutely nothing has changed. The only people who are doing well on Twitter are, people like Joe Rogan, people like the Trigonometry Boys, people like Elon Musk, people like, Lawrence Fox, or, all the sort of the usual suspects. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we let Tommy Robinson back out, the week before there's some big rally, and he can whip up everyone into like, it's just non-stop arguments on Twitter. It's nothing good. And honestly, I'm just flabbergasted that some people they can't see who Elon Musk is, and they can't see who Joe Rogan. The Baphomet armor guy, the brain chip guy, the AI guy, the billionaire gentleman. You don't know about this guy?
I really do. I really think you made a fork in the road. We were headed down a path of censorship and of control of narratives that is unprecedented. Forget about what they were able to do back when they had newspapers and the media under control. What they were doing with social media by suppressing information.
Here's the amusing thing, right? They're still doing all of those things. They're still doing all those things. Everything Joe Rogan mentioned, they're still doing all of it. Just while they're doing all of it, they're feeding you this hero, the brain chip Satanist guy, who's thank you so much that's not happening anymore. It's even worse. Not only is it happening, but any sort of resistance there might be out there to it happening has been given to you by the establishment itself, and they work for the establishment themselves. It's Joe Rogan, Elon Musk. Not only is all that stuff happening, still happening, it's happening worse than it's ever happened before, but the guys that are supposed to be out there fighting for you, Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, they're part of it more than anyone else. Okay? It's absolutely hilarious that they try and get away with this. Oh, thank God so much that you stopped everything, Elon. No one's more involved in it than these two. You know? Nobody goes on this Joe Rogan podcast unless they're part of it. I've done multiple videos before. Matthew North is the best video if you want to watch Joe Rogan exposed. Elon Musk has been a sponsor of this podcast for a long time. Tesla, the electric car guy, the brain chip guy. Oh, thank you so much. Dude, it's insane.
And when you had a combined government effort, like with what they were doing with the laptop story, where you have 51 former intelligence agents saying that this is Russian disinformation, take it offline, and Twitter complied. If you didn't buy that, we wouldn't have known that. We had no idea.
Exactly. No, it's. I mean, the reason I bought it is because I'm pretty attuned since I was like the most interacted with user on Twitter before the acquisition. So before the acquisitions, I had more interactions than like there's some accounts like Obama and whatever had higher follow accounts, but I had the most number of interactions of any account in the system. So I was very attuned to like if they change the system, I can tell immediately. Like and I'm like something weird is going on here, you know? Like so there's like I just got increasingly uneasy. And obviously, when they deplatformed the sitting president, you know, they deplatformed Trump, that was just insane.
Oh, sure, yeah. That made Elon Musk real uneasy. He was so uneasy about when Donald Trump didn't have a Twitter account. That made him uneasy. I tell you what doesn't make him uneasy is putting chips in people's brains, putting microchips in people's brains.
Musk's brain science company has implanted a device into a human for the first time. The unidentified person received a brain chip implant Sunday, and Musk says they are, quote, recovering well.
That doesn't make him uneasy. That's fine. That's all good. I'll tell you what else doesn't make him uneasy. His ex-wife's Instagram. His ex-wife's music videos. This stuff doesn't make him uneasy at all. I'm not going to post any of her music videos. They're too gross. I tried to even just watch a clip of one. I was like, no, it's too disgusting. You know, it's like, I know we all want somebody who's out there, who's a great guy, who's going to save everyone. All right, but that person is Jesus. And the enemy is just going to just keep serving you up people that are not Jesus. They're going to save everyone. You know, that's literally the enemy's plan in these final days. You know, is to bring you the Savior that's not Jesus. And it's really comical when you look into these people like Elon Musk, when you just dive in a little bit like I have. And it's so obvious these people are Satanists, you know, and whose side they're on. But we've reached the point where the enemy's deceptions, they're sort of deliberately not that hard to figure out. They're deliberately in your face, you know. Why do you think Elon Musk needs to dress in a Baphomet armor on Twitter for 6 months? You know, do you think he's really trying to hide the fact that he has that affiliation? Of course not. They're deliberately putting it out there in your face. They're deliberately giving you the brain chip guy, you know, the guy whose kid's name is X107/6, who puts chips in people's brains, who dresses like Satan, who has all this money. They're deliberately giving you him as the savior. You know, they could easily come up with someone way more slick, you know, if they wanted to. And I believe when the Antichrist does show up, which in my opinion is any minute now, you know, he will be, you know, slick. But until then, you know, these people, if you're falling for Elon Musk, you know, how are you going to spot the actual Antichrist, you know? Anyway, I know these type of videos are not popular, and you're going to get the same people who are like, oh, man, you're so negative. Why can't you just let us have this guy? Because he's a Satanist, and he's leading you all astray. You know, that's why. I know these videos don't make me more popular. I know that you think this is going to do well on Twitter, this video. Mm-hmm. Think it's going to do well on YouTube, this video? Of course it isn't. Of course it's not. It's not good for me, personally, to post this kind of stuff. But, you know, I'm going with my discernment. I'm going with the truth. And I believe there's absolutely zero chance whatsoever that Elon Musk is a good guy and he's on our side. Look at what he's doing with space. He's out there desperately trying to convince you that the firmament isn't real, that we can just blast off into space. You know, that the way the Bible describes what's up there in the heavens isn't true. He's not difficult to figure out, but listen, make your own minds up about the brain chip guy, okay? Can you? Listen, thanks for tuning in. If you want to support the channel, we need it more than ever. Links are in description. All right, thanks, guys, and have a great day.